Hello, I'm Master Defensive Tactic Instructor Mohammed, and I'm here to talk to you about weapon retention and weapon disarmament. First thing we're going to start with is stance and hand placement and elbow placement when you're talking to bad guys. It's very important for me to be able to always feel that my weapon is still here, so at any point I get attacked, I can come back to that weapon and I can draw and I can deal with it if anybody tries to touch it. So a couple positions we'll talk to you about. One position is my elbow. I want that elbow when I'm talking to somebody, interview stance, my hand on my elbow so I can always feel that weapon. Second position is bring my hand and I'm going to put that hand on my weapon, and my left hand is always going to be close to my center so I can push, I can strike, and I can maybe deploy other weapons if I have to. Other position is I can grab on my pants and I can bring that elbow tight on my weapon. So other position I can see it here. And again, all those positions depend on the environment and also depends on what situation are you dealing with. Other very strong position is actually grabbing the actual holster and bringing that holster very tight to your hip. And of course, with my stance, I'm always want to drop my center line, and I always want the hands up, and I want the chin to be to my chest. So talking about bad guys, most of the times when they decide they want to attack you, obviously the distance is always, or sometimes as officers we put ourselves in a bad situation because we do not control the distance. So like we said earlier, the distance we are trying to achieve is 6 feet minimum between you and bad guy. If the distance is less, then you need to understand your reactionary gap is always going to be less. Sometimes the reactionary gap is not going to allow me to draw and fire because bad guy is going to be on you immediately. So I need to be able to recognize, I need to protect, and I need to attack. I need to attack the attacker, I need to be aggressive, and I need to understand at any point any bad guys decide to come to take your weapon or they just attempt to grab that weapon, you are dealing with deadly situation, and you have to do the best you can to win that encounter. Okay, now we're going to talk to you about the type of attacks you're going to encounter if you're in the street or if you're working in court or whatever your environment is. So we're going to describe it where if I'm looking at bad guy, I'm facing bad guy, and bad guy is going to use his left hand to come to get my weapon. This attack is same side. He's coming to the same side. If bad guy decided he wants to use his right hand, this is cross side attack because he's crossing his body and he's crossing my body. So he's using his right hand to come here. Third one we're going to talk about is two-hand attack or two-hand grab. So bad guy is going to use obviously both hands to go to your firearm. Same positions can also be from behind. Okay, so now we're talking about rear attacks, and same principle. If bad guy is going to use his right hand to get to my weapon, that would be the same side attack from behind. If bad guy decided to use his left hand, that's going to be cross-side attack. If bad guy decided to use both hands, that's going to be both hand grab or both hand attack. It's just from the rear.